Short 9 Podcast, episode number 133. I am Ryan Alexander. Along with me, as always, is Anthony DiNardo. We're live from Mandolin Bay. We got Scott Boris sitting right over there playing blackjack. We got Dave Stewart, DiNardo's boy, right over here. We're just hanging out. This is a grand time here in Vegas, DiNardo. What's up?
It's lit out here, Ryan.
It is lit on the Strip. What's the temperature out today? It's a lot warmer than back home.
I think it's like 70-something. I think.
Yeah, we're not in Vegas.
What?
We're actually in Newcastle together, but in Newcastle.
Well, yeah, from the sounds of it, we're in Newcastle.
Yeah,
There's another drug bust.
Duck, DiNardo, look out! Yeah, that's a more accurate sound for Newcastle. But no, we are together. DiNardo braving the cold to come to Newcastle. You're nuts.
This sucks, Ryan.
Have you realized the error in your ways?
Don't tell me how I realized. I've realized. I know what temperature it is. It's not the one I just lied about Vegas. It's like 25 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's
actually
chilly.
I'll take it back. It's 19 degrees outside right now.
Yeah, it's been like this for a couple weeks now.
Yeah,
so,
this
welcome.
sucks.
Welcome, and you're here till when?
Why do you guys live here?
I don't know. We should have. You're smart, but I don't know why you're back here still. You moved, but you came back.
You know what really sucks, though, is we should be in Vegas right now. Ryan. Like, literally right now, this moment, we should be in Vegas.
Well, uh-oh.
Actually, maybe not this moment, because Vegas time, we'd be landing in about an hour.
Well, I think the banquet kicked it off tonight. Usually Sunday kicks it off, and then they do. Monday starts all the festivities and stuff. But
yeah, it doesn't mean we wouldn't be in Vegas though.
Yeah, it's true. We'd be there,
probably
drunk and playing some table games But anyway,
but instead,
Neal Huntington's out there getting things lit on the craps table. So we're gonna talk some. Obviously, the winter meetings, kind of give a recap or a preview to the winter.
Not so much a recap.
What's going on?
Ryan's already drunk.
I know. I'm already ready. And then we're gonna play a little game on what casino games you think Neal Huntington's out there playing. So.
Ooh.
We'll get into that, and then some news and notes later. But check out our Patreon. www.patreon.com/NorthShore9. Also, check out PodHub. And, DiNardo, you were at the meetup yesterday, which I did not attend as well.
Yeah, we had
because I had a baby.
As I mentioned, we did have that PodHub meetup. Shout out to the people that came. It was definitely the start of something that we will want to do, possibly every month. So, again, still, if you have a podcast or you know anyone out there that has a podcast, let them know about it. If they're in the Pittsburgh area, we're going to be doing this every month. So
I know a lot of people that do podcasts.
Oh.
Joey Bag of Donuts.
He was there.
He does them daily. My God, how many episodes does he record a week?
we joked
it's
about
insane.
that. Yeah, he's moved on from a weekly to a daily podcast.
Tell him I can't keep up. Is he just going to do 24 hours radio? What the heck?
Basically. It's the Joey Bag of Donuts station.
My God.
Playing nothing but the hits 24 hours a day.
Pretty much. And I saw Smitty showed up, so, I kind of gave him a little shout out to say, oh, now he shows up to the Foundry.
Right, because when we had our live podcast there in, when was that, June, August, something like that?
It was warmer, so.
Yeah, August, I think. Yeah, he didn't show up. Thanks, Smitty.
Yeah, nobody from the Around the 412 showed up. And
I don't think he had anyone around the 412 area at that point in time either.
That's true. And speaking of Around the 412, the Fantasy Football League, if anybody was curious, meet the North Shore 9 versus Jonesy this week, and I'm a 75% chance to win, but it's close right now. We got Sunday Night Football going. He's got Goff, but Goff's playing the Bears defense, so.
Yeah, fantasy football sucks.
Yeah. This is the only league I'm doing good in, so I gotta promote it. It's good for the brand, DiNardo.
No, it's not.
Hashtag good for the brand.
You're promoting Around the 412's brand.
Well, but the North Shore 9's representing in it,
all right.
It's all good. It's all good. So yes, we're not at the winter meetings. We wish we were. Silly Ryan had a kid. I don't understand why DiNardo didn't go out there. I don't know why he didn't go.
Because I wasn't going by myself.
What is Wagner to Kutch doing that he couldn't go?
He's drunk playing Fortnite.
You could play. Well, I don't know about Fortnite, but you could be drunk in Vegas.
Maybe we could have had a Fortnite
and be having a lot better time. And there probably is a Fortnite, tournament going on around
what
there.
if there's gonna be a Fortnite slot machine soon?
Probably. It's actually a really good idea. So yeah, I just don't like. That's right up his. Wheelhouse. Vegas, drink, gamble, all night.
Pretty much
crazy stuff. Girls. I mean, isn't that what Wagner to Kutch is?
Minus the girls, yeah.
Right, but no, it was when it came up, and I was thinking about it this week. I'm like, shit, we should be in Vegas right now. I screwed up.
You done messed up.
Now, if I was still you, I would have been there. I would have went by myself. I don't know.
So next year, San Diego.
Is that where it's at?
Happen?
Why when I go? When I show up to them, they had it at Dallas. It snowed the years ago. Then we went to Washington. It was cold at the National Harbor. Then we went to Orlando, and it was cold. And then I leave, and it warmed up. Now we're not there. It's in Vegas, and then next year San Diego. So
you're making it happen.
Hopefully, I can.
It's San Diego. At least we've been to Vegas.
I've been to San Diego.
I know, but I haven't.
For like a weekend.
I haven't.
I actually watched the Steelers lose to the Chargers there, which goes pretty fitting with today because the Steelers lose on the West Coast again.
Yep.
So
thanks, Pony.
Seriously, though, Pony is contributing to Ryan's wallet because starting, I think, 3 weeks ago in that Jacksonville game, I've just been betting against what he says. It's a gold mine. The dude never gets anything right, ever. You can't find me a tweet where he gets something right.
And this ain't even a joke. This isn't where we're just being facetious and just Pittsburgh sports media sucks. They don't get anything right.
Nothing right.
No, literally, name me the last time Pony has said something that's been accurate.
Nothing. Ever.
And once again, it's not like what he said today. What did he say today? The Steelers would win.
Would win by double digits. Right? And the line was 10. The line was 10 anyway.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Who are they playing? Oakland has 2 wins on the season?
3 now, yeah. But yep.
They had 2 wins on it. What he said was not something that you would think oh my God, he's just doing this.
It wasn't a hot take. Yeah, it wasn't a hot take.
Nothing he's been saying is a hot take. It's all legit stuff.
Right.
You don't look at that and say, there's no way the Steelers are going to get 10 points. He's just doing this for the attention. Everything he says is legit.
What's funny too, the past 2 weeks, comfortable win, business. He said business light about Pitt, but anyway. But last 2 weeks with the Steelers, basically comfortable win. You'll go to bed early, blah blah blah, and it's like today. It wasn't just that they didn't win by the double digits. They just outright lost. They could have won by 3 and Pony still was technically wrong. But they just outright lost. So, classic Pony, and there you go for the sports media. I don't know, man.
And the way that they lose it. The Jaguars. It starts, said, when you started betting, right? The Jaguars. When he was just they're gonna. It's a trap game. They're gonna lose, right?
Yeah.
And then he doubles down mid-game. They come back and win it. In tonight's game. How he says it, and look how the Steelers lost.
It didn't. They never had it was never really you never felt in that game they were going to blow out the Raiders. It was close the whole way through the whole game. So it was
and then they come back and take the win. I'm sorry, the win. Well, Mark Madden said they took the win. They took the lead, right?
Took the win,
and you're like, oh crap, Pony's going to be right finally. And then how did the Raiders come back and win that? That drive was ridiculous. Yeah. And on top of that, the Steelers come down and then they missed that field goal to tie it.
I've never seen, and they were saying the field was bad all day. It's the dump in Oakland. I've never seen the kicker's plant foot. The plant foot almost hit the ball.
Right.
He almost kicked it with his left foot.
Right.
I've never seen that. When it happened live, I was he fell down. He slipped. And then they showed the replay. His plant foot was next to the football.
Brown.
Oh, my God. That was unbelievable. And then I don't know why Tomlin didn't call a timeout because you would have had 40 more seconds.
But that's what I'm getting at, too. The way the team loses is so epic.
It's bad, yeah.
It's literally, it has everything to do with Pony. He has some superpower. Because nothing that, they don't lose by, just losing. They lose by this stupid shit.
Yeah. And that's sort of typical Steelers. When they lose in a weird and depressing and way where you really couldn't. But today was something else. But yeah, Ben now 0 for 4 in Oakland. But Pony is
it's actually. Or is he over 0 and 3.5?
Well, I know, 'cause he couldn't play for a quarter because I guess we didn't want to interrupt the flow of the game until we went down. Then they're like, okay, get him out there. But
what is that? How do you ruin the flow with a backup quarterback?
I got to give Pony credit, though. Like, it's actually incredible to me to just be wrong on every single thing you say. Like, how does that happen? Because I even saw, like, when he tweets that out, like, before the game.
Yeah.
Like, you see the comments from people, and everyone's like, no, my God. Everyone's like, Steelers are going to lose.
Oh, Colin Dunlap.
Even Dunlap,
Dunlap's all in on this shit.
Yeah, he's tweeting the GIFs at him, not the GIFs, the GIFs.
They're GIFs. But anyway.
And, but even, like, a couple people were like, well, he's got to get one right sooner or later. It's like, no, he never gets it right, ever.
So think about this, right? Just what you said. Your job is talking sports, doing sports, right? And you get everything wrong. Like, so what if he could always be right? Like, Pony needs to sit down and say, okay, this is what I want to say, so I'm going to do the exact opposite now.
Like George in Seinfeld.
Actually, if he has this superpower, then he could also be right all the time.
Yeah.
He just has to go against, I guess.
That's what I've been doing. Just been going against them. Pitt, the Steelers, it's been working out. It works out every week.
I'm with you. Like, this is such a craft.
It's something.
That's what I'm saying.
I never seen anything like it.
He is not out here saying that, like, oh, Oakland's going to beat the Steelers and then they lose.
You're right.
It's like, well, come on. Whoever thought Oakland? Like, everything he says has validity.
So, you know what next week will be? Next week it'll be Steelers. Patriots will, take the Steelers out. They'll easy win for the Patriots. They out-coached again, and then the Steelers
think about this.
We'll play them down to the wire.
The Patriots have the Steelers line, right? I mean, they own them.
They own
the
them.
way that the Patriots lost today's game, they're not losing next week. So when he says that, you're thinking, I think everyone in Pittsburgh thinks that they're going to lose next week. And Pony agrees to it, and Pittsburgh will win.
There's no line yet in the game because, I guess Ben's status.
Even
though Ben's fine, he was fine, he could have played.
How about that Dolphins win?
That was wild.
So my brother, the Patriots fan, myself, the Dolphins fan, in the same house for the first time in who knows how many years that they've played, right? We're watching the game. Of course, it wasn't on.
Yeah.
But we were on the phone watching it, and then they're up and they scored, and I thought the game was over too.
Right.
And all of a sudden the highlight comes on to the TV. I was like, what the F?
So
that was
what a wild play. And Jonesy had Drake, which Drake did nothing until that game, but he scored the final touchdown.
Scored.
So he doesn't. He
didn't get any yards.
I don't know how that. I think he gets credit.
Rush?
I don't know.
Was it a rush?
Well, it was a pass, and then he got it a lateral. But do you get the yards that because he ran it in the last 40?
Right. I don't know.
So I don't know how that works.
I don't know in fantasy if that counts for those yards.
Yeah, because technically the catch was Stills or whoever originally caught it. Like today on the Steelers play.
Right.
They did the hook and ladder to Juju. So does Juju pick up all those yards? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think so. But it's weird anyway. But so I see that the Patriots kicked the field goal to go up 5. Because I even was for a minute I was like, why would they kick a field goal to go up? And then I was like, all right, I get they're up 2. You go up 5. So I guess, the Patriots or the Dolphins can't go down and kick a field goal and beat you, but there was 7 seconds left on the clock or whatever. So then all of a sudden I saw final and it said, Dolphins won by 1. So I'm like, they took the kickoff in. I thought they took the kickoff in. That's what you're assuming. And then
that's what I assumed.
And then the play popped up and it was like, oh shit, they threw it.
When I saw the highlight, I saw one of the laterals or such.
Yeah.
So same thing. I thought that was on the kickoff.
Right.
And then I saw the whole play on Twitter, and that's when I realized it was actual pass and shit. So
was the Stanford band out there too?
Probably.
But yeah, it was a wild. But yeah, hey, the Patriots. Like I said, the Steelers would have won today. They have the Patriots next week at home, which they're not going to win. But if they did win, they'd be ahead of the Patriots, which is crazy to think about. But instead, they lose to they lose to the Broncos, they lose to the Raiders, and they're going to lose the next 2 probably.
Chargers.
Oh, they lost to the Broncos. They lost the whole division. They lost to the AFC West.
That division's so trash.
The Chiefs are good. Chargers are good, but the other 2.
They lost from the bottom up.
It's just that road. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. Winter meetings.
Yeah, where are we even at?
I don't know. So we're not in Vegas, but anyway. So the winter meetings. But I can see Dave Littlefield rubbing elbows with people, trying to suck
for
up
sure.
the people. I can see him right now at the craps table.
He was a finalist for the Mets GM, wasn't he?
I don't know if he was a finalist. He interviewed, but
Well, when I say finalist too, like one of 5, I do think he was a finalist.
I mean that dude. Was that the job that just was available that
Yeah.
you sent me the link because he interviewed? I mean, that dude definitely wants another shot at a GM. I think he's still with the Tigers.